Hello, everyone. This is Ann Miller French with Angelic Hands, and I am streaming live on my Facebook page for Angelic Hands as well as on my channel for YouTube. So if there's anyone hopping on that wants to, let me know where you're coming in from, say a quick hello. It's always nice to see who's joining me. So I have been pretty tired the past few days. I have to be quite honest and really had to change things up a bit, even with my morning routine, just to kind of get my body moving even more. And um, as I mentioned, I am a big believer in my daily self-care and really focusing in on what it is that my body, mind, and spirit are asking for each and every day. So today it was dance and just moving my body to the music and just moving things around, shaking things up. And it was a lot of fun also for my inner child. I always remember as a little girl pretending that I was a little ballerina, tap dancer, you name it. Just went into that space of pretend and make believe. But learning more about who I am, being an old soul, and knowing that this isn't my first time here, and I've been many different things. I've been many different personalities, many different characters, and part of that was dancing in previous lifetimes. And that's a lot of fun to think about that, how you incorporate different gifts into present day. So anyone that's not familiar with me, again, my name is Ann Miller French. I'm the owner and founder of Angelic Hands, and I started my practice back in early 2016. Although holistic wellness wasn't new to me at that time, I actually started that journey, I want to say back in early 1991, after I had a very significant health scare, a lot of health challenges, a lot of things going on. I was in a pretty dark place going back to 1990 and even years prior, and really trying to get an understanding of what was going on with me, and you know really trying to get an understanding of who I was and how to work with my gifts and all these different things. So fast forward to 2016, it was shortly after I started my journey with Reiki and really started to work with my gifts of being an energy healer and work with energy healing and seeing the changes in myself, seeing changes with family, friends that I was practicing on at the time, and things have just grown exponentially since then. So I also work with quantum energy healing, light language healing. I'm a quantum life coach and a gifted psychic and a medium. So every week I like to tune in and share messages that are coming through from spirit, share anything about these current energies, whatever it is that we're going through. And as I mentioned when I first hopped on this live, I have definitely had some more things come up with this ascension process, and being in a space of, the word that was coming through today was acceptance, like accepting what is, where I'm at right now, but also knowing that I'm continuing to morph. We're all continuing to morph, go through this metamorphosis, this change, regardless of where you're at, and looking at when you're in a space of expansion or when you're in a space of contraction, like really going within and working with whatever it is that's coming up. And I have been receiving quite a few downloads, different activations. I've been working with my mentor through different things and different directions where I'm being guided. So I'm pretty excited. There's a lot of things coming through for me, but it's also being in a space of acceptance and remembering to stand in front of the mirror. That was the message that was coming through today. literally ask yourself the question, when was the last time that you stood in front of the mirror and you said to yourself, to your me, myself, and I am so proud of you. I mean, really think about, take a moment with that, even take a breath and, ask yourself that question, knowing that whatever we're thinking and whatever we're saying out loud, every cell in our body, every part of our essence is responding to our thoughts, our beliefs, whatever is running on autopilot with our beautiful minds. It's really being aware of where we're at. And even if you find that there are times when you feel stuck and you're not quite sure what the next steps are, or you're working on a new project, like for me, I can tell you firsthand, I'm currently working on a couple new projects, and I found myself going back into an old loop, and I actually looked at it and said, "Okay, I recognize this was an old pattern. This is an old loop." Being in acceptance of it, that at some point in time I created that, and literally practicing what I preach, reminding myself, and you don't have to have all this figured out today, tomorrow. This is a process. You're learning from this. Have fun with it. And I truly am learning new things. So, really, embrace that. Stand in front of the mirror and say, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of all that you've done so far. And whether it's, the smallest thing to the biggest thing, just really embracing that, giving yourself a nice pat on the back, and continue to move forward with wherever you're being guided, because there's so much coming in for each and every one of us. And depending on where you're at with your journey, you may be feeling a lot of stuff all at once, or things kind of gradual. And I've been working on my journey for many, many years. So I've just learned that. So yesterday was normally my day to stream live, but I gave myself that time and space just to go within, continue to work on where I was being guided, work on the projects, take those breaths, get the rest, and just enjoy life. So I hope that, wherever you're at in the world, like for us here in the US, it's like in Wisconsin, we are enjoying this beautiful summer weather. So got to get together with family and see my sister and just spend some time with her, and find that, when you connect with others, it's just such a beautiful thing, and you're sharing information, receiving information. And I had an experience that I shared a little bit. I want to say it was on my Instagram page. So if you're not connected with me and some of these other social media platforms, feel free to take a look at my website. On my contact page, you'll see all the different platforms that you can find me on. And I share different things. A lot of it is inspiration, thoughts of the day, messages from spirit, different videos. So you can catch me here on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram, MeWe. I'm on LinkedIn. Just trying to think where else I'm at these days. So my website is ReikiAngelichaNds.com. That's ReikiAngelichaNds.com. And what I noticed this weekend was there was some more, it was definitely grief, surrounding my dad's passing. And he passed away last year in August. So next month it'll be a year since he passed away. And I love him. I miss him. And, I'm so grateful for my gifts of being a psychic and a medium, and being able to connect with the afterlife, being able to talk to my dad anytime of the day, that I want to. And he's always there, and it's really, really comforting. But there was a part of me that I realized that I really felt was re-gifted back to myself, and for all the love that I gave, looking at my relationship with my dad and, any relationship in the past. And just anytime you give love or you have a heartbreak or if you have a loss, you have a trauma, there's like different parts of us that are checked out, if you will. And calling those fractals back home to feel whole again. And I literally felt like there was this void that I felt so deeply in my heart that I was able to welcome that part of me back home, bring that home. And it surrounded the loss of my dad and continued to work through the grieving process. And there's the different stages. So for anyone out there that is currently working through a loss of any kind, or even feel like you have lost aspects of self, or you're just trying to wrap your head around the loss of a loved one, or the loss of a pet, or the loss of a home, the loss of a career. These changes, they come into our life, and I've learned that they're not happening to us, they're happening for us. And through that loss, through that grief, we're really, hi, Emily. We're really discovering more about ourselves and really going in deep and going through this journey of, really feeling love and really being an acceptance of, where we're at and everything that's involved with calling those pieces back home. And as I've mentioned time and time again, it's realizing that whatever is going on in here, inside of us, inside of our vessel, is a direct reflection of what's going on outside of us. So knowing that, okay, if you ask yourself the question, all right, if everybody is a mirror reflecting back, taking that time with that, even looking at anyone in your immediate circle, your immediate surroundings, family members, people that you've known over the years, and looking at the different personalities and, asking yourself the question, okay, was there a part of me that still needs healing, or is there an old program running, or what's going on inside? And making peace with that, or when have I done this to someone? So it's that full acceptance and embodying all of us, the me, myself, and I, and knowing that we're with this journey that we're on, we leave no part of us behind, and it's continuing to understand when we're connected with, part of us that's our higher self, the part of us that's the inner child, the little girl, the little boy inside that's trying to get our attention, or when our ego is working to get our attention. So really getting an understanding of all those aspects of self, and taking, whatever approach calls to you on your journey, and moving forward and looking at, things even from a holistic standpoint of where are the imbalances, and bringing things back into harmony, and knowing that we came here to experience all of it. We came here to experience, the different things and the people, places, and things, and to learn, but also be teachers. So a big part of what I do is quantum life coaching. I also do psychic medium readings. I also do light language healing, quantum energy healing, and Reiki. There's different workshops and classes that I offer. And, if you're interested in getting a full description of any of those services and products that I work with, feel free to take a look at my website. I'm just gonna tune in real quick and see if there are any other messages that I'm being guided to share today. Just gonna take a minute with this. What I'm hearing from the angelic realm is it's just a reminder, and I'm really hearing this loud and clear. Really continue to remind yourself of those words, how proud you are of how far you've come, looking at, everything that you've done so far, and taking each day, day by day, step by step, not rushing the process, because part of this journey is to enjoy the journey. So if you find that you're getting caught up in a loop, as I mentioned this a few moments ago, if you're getting caught up in a loop or feel like, oh, I've got to have this all figured out today, tomorrow, take a breath, connect with higher self, bring spirit back into your body, even, take a step away, step outside, connect with nature, go for a walk, read a book, whatever feels good to you, call a friend, and just know that through time, through practice with patience, you will start to receive in the answers and the missing pieces to the puzzle as far as whatever it is that you're being guided to work on, and even visualize the bigger picture, and just, being in that feeling of, how good it feels, like, oh, I did this, and being so proud of yourself, and knowing that you're a huge part of whatever it is that you're creating, whatever it is that you're birthing right now. So I am, truly sending love to each and every one of you, and know that whatever it is that you're going through right now, it's okay to reach out and ask for help if you really feel that this is a time to reach out for mentoring or for life coaching, or to, dip your toes in the water wherever you feel like starting. Perhaps it's with a reading or have some energy healing. Take a look at the information that is on my site and let me know if there's something that resonates with you. I would love to connect. That's my life's purpose and a big part of my mission. So I hope that you have a beautiful week, and thank you for joining me today. Bye for now.